First of all, bro, hey, I'm rocking this, man. Hey, I'm rocking.
It's clean.
Hey,
It's clean.
oh, bro,
It's clean.
I got
It goes
shorts.
hard. It goes dummy.
Bro. I got shorts for it too, but I'm not going all that. But bro, we are vibing today. Wednesday, baby, let's get it. Episode 36. We're here with Frisk. Let's go. Man, bro, it's been a good week so far. We started off with Hannah. We're now on Frisk and chat. Friday we may have Vibu coming on. I just want to say that one. We may have Vibu coming on. But that's Friday. We're on Wednesday. We got Frisk today. Frisk, what is going on, man?
Dude, shout out to you. Appreciate you having me on here, man. We've known each other for a little bit. You know me since like my ways, like way back in the day. Hannah's a gem also. I'm super glad you got a chance to talk to her, and Vibu is one of the biggest leaders in this space. So like, you're killing it, constantly crushing it, man. I love seeing this. I love seeing the drive. I love seeing the people like constantly do more, constantly pushing the narrative, pushing the envelope, and like, you know me, dude. I love content and stuff. So this is so dope to see. I'm stoked to be here. I'm hyped as fuck, bro.
Let's get it. Okay. Man, bro. So, we're already talking about content. You want to start off with content, or you want to start off with like kind of your origin story? Let's start off with the origin story. How about that?
Sure. I try not to like go on about that too long because it's pretty boring. But like, you want to know how I got into Web3? I guess like that sort of thing.
Well, actually, let's start with childhood. I'm gonna be honest. We go from like young. We go
You
from
want to go?
young.
Yeah. Okay, so we're really talking. Like, who am I?
So like,
Word.
Frisk, like, what did you like to do when you were younger? How about that? How about we just start off with like, what did you like to do when you were younger?
Oh man, so many different things. Like so many different things. I'm born and raised Canada. Like lived here my whole life. Probably will live here for the majority of my life, to be honest. I know Americans hate hearing that. I'm sorry, but it's just the heritage. It's just the culture.
Canada.
I had a lot of hobbies growing up, like, but at the end of the day, a lot of it came down to, if I had to boil it down to one thing, I think entertainment is the thing that always came back to. Like, I was always intrigued by entertainment, whether it be video games, music, movies, sports, even, to be honest, to some extent. Like, I always was intrigued by some sort of aspect of it, and that was the kind of thing that when I was growing up, like, I spent a lot of time, I guess, fixating on. Because I think I knew deep down it was always something that I wanted to do related to it, and it continually panned out for the rest of my life. Like through high school, through elementary school, like whether I was doing talent shows, whether I was, I used to do martial arts, whether I was like, I would consider that a type of entertainment, to be honest. Like I think there's definitely like an entertainment aspect to it. I went to school for acting. I learned how to edit when I was like 12 years old. Like I all of it, like. I used to produce music. I used to play instruments. Like now I'm creating content. At the end of the day, like entertainment has always been the kind of thing that I have had an eye for and an interest in. I think is what I could boil it down to, as far as what young Frisk was doing way back when.
For sure, bro. That's such a vibe, man. Like I've always been into entertainment too. I did martial arts. Actually, I did like Tong Kwai.
Say no more. Taekwondo.
Yeah, that one. That one. Bro, I was almost gonna be like one of the youngest, like, or the youngest, like black belt ever in like my county, I guess. I don't know. And then I quit. I'm gonna be honest. I quit because I was doing more sports. I focused on football, baseball, and basketball, and then I'm only down to basketball, and I don't even know if I'm gonna play basketball for my school anymore. I might just play like AAU. I'm gonna be honest. I might just play AAU. Go to the gym. Hey, you know me, getting big in the gym.
He's all over, dude. He's doing everything. He's jack of all trades. You can't stop this guy. You can't stop this guy.
You know me, chat. But yeah. So, yeah, just sports. I'm big into sports. Do you like hockey?
Oh, dude, we don't gotta talk about that. We know what happened 2 days ago. We don't gotta talk about that. That was rough.
Man.
That was rough. Dude, 31 years a Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup. 31 years. You know what's the craziest part? I don't even care about hockey. It's not. I just don't. But I'm Canadian. I have to care. It's like the national sport. How am I not going to not care? And so when a Canadian team makes it to the Stanley Cup Finals and we don't take home the W.
Yeah, didn't it go to like Game 7 too? Like, man, you guys were close. You guys almost had it.
It was painful. Yeah. That was real painful. That hurt.
That's pretty rough. Not gonna lie. That's pretty rough. But yeah, man, I don't know. You said you learned editing when you were 12. That's insane, bro. Like I started when I was 13, editing. And bro, I'm still trash. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still learning, but we grow every day. That's what I like to tell people. You know, we learn every day. That's what happens. You know, you just got to keep showing up, and every day you show up, you learn more.
It takes time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like it took me a ton of time as well. Like I used to spend like I do like class projects on like iMovie and stuff like that. I tried making my own YouTube channel several times. Like I revamped it. You know, you probably know the feeling. Like
Yeah.
especially in this day and age too. Like you know, it's funny when I was growing up, people were like, "Oh, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an astronaut." These days, everyone's like, "I want to be a YouTuber." And for what it's worth, thank God that's where things have shifted. You know how
Yes.
many kids end up being a fucking astronaut? None. None of them. No one. You know how
Yeah.
many kids end up being YouTubers? Tons of them. It is a viable career path. I don't believe
Mm-hmm.
in like people like shunning it and whatever. And knowing that's the thing. Because so like I mentioned before, I went to film school as well. I studied acting. The difference between acting and content creation is acting. You get a script, you read it, you learn your lines, and you personify the character. Then you walk off set. That's it. Content creator, your job is to know how to edit, know how to direct yourself, know how to act, write your own scripts, find your partners, find the topics to talk about, post it, see how the metrics are doing, get it produced, and then continually find a way to get fucking paid.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is a lot. It is a lot of work. And like granted, you can do a lot of it right from like your desk or like with your phone. So I guess there's that ease of an aspect, but like it's a challenge. And that's why like I don't if you are trying to do content or even like any sort of aspect, you need to know how to edit.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I'm glad that you mentioned like you've been editing for a few years now. And even if you say you're trash, like you can work at it time after time. Like I had a high school course that taught me how to like that allowed me to edit for like grades and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a great way to practice. I assume you probably got the same thing.
Well, actually, I get to go to next year, starting next year. I actually got accepted, W, but it's like this college thing, and you can earn degrees and different stuff while you're in school, and you get school credits too. So yeah, I got accepted, and I'm going for digital communication. So we're learning editing, photography, videography,
Yeah.
all that
Oh
kind of
yeah.
stuff. So bro, it's super dope. That's I've known that I wanted to do something like this since I was little, man. I started my first YouTube channel when I was 7. Don't ban me, Google. That was actually a joke. But
FBI, CIA, we got
yeah,
him. We got
yeah,
him, boys.
that was all a joke, by the way. But yeah, bro, I started that reviewing like my PS3 games that I had when I was like 7. Bro, like I've just always loved making content for people
Great
and
topic. That's like
bro.
it sounds like fun, honestly. Like just talking about the games you
Mhm.
used to play, like that's perfect.
Bro, yeah, I've always done that. And then, Roblox too, when I had my little desktop computer. Yeah, like my first little desktop Windows Dell computer, bro. I made like my Roblox gameplay. But yeah, after that, man, I started a gaming and streaming, channel on Twitch, and then we ventured into Web3, and bro, we're on our 3rd channel, and bro, we're vibing, man. We're vibing.
And now you made it to Web3.
Mm-hmm.
That's the even cooler part is that now you're here in this space, like doing something that's like I would say tied in, but also not quite exactly what you used to be doing, like
Mm-hmm.
which is fun too. And you're still in high school doing all this as well. Like it's a time consuming thing, man. You
Yeah.
know it better than yeah.
Yeah, bro. Bro, I started Web3. I started in Web3 when I was 11 or 12. I traded my first Solana NFT when I was in late 6th grade, early 7th grade. So, bro, I've been here for a hot minute now. I've been here for a hot minute, and I mean, we're learning. That's like I literally just said, like you just learn every day that you're here, and I feel like I have a lot of good knowledge, and that's why I kind of want to do content because, bro, when people are coming in, when the masses are coming in, when everyone from Web3 is coming in, they're gonna look for that content. They're gonna be like, oh, what projects are good, what people are good in this space, what good content creators, artists, blah blah blah, and they'll come to my podcast. That's why I think I'll have one of the biggest podcasts in Web3 later down the line, just because, like, I have a bunch of cool people like you, Frisk. I have a bunch of cool people like Vibu, Jason, bro, everyone. You know what I mean? So
That's a good
I see this, going very high.
100%, man. And that's the right attitude. Like, you can't slow down when you're trying to create something, when you're trying to do something more and more as you progress, like in the space. I really truly believe that like when you find something you're passionate about, don't slow down.
Hmm.
Don't slow down whatsoever. So that's great to hear, man.
For sure. You can't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do in life, bro. Too many people will put you down on your dreams, say your dreams are stupid, but bro, they're really not. You just got to work hard at them, and bro, you can literally achieve anything. That's for everyone watching out there that's like questioning it. I think I tweeted that out this morning actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I tweeted something like that. Like you got to believe in yourself or no one else will. So it's important, bro. It's really important.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, man.
Yeah, man is HD, bro. Your camera is so nice. But bro, so bro, what was your first YouTube channel about? What was some of your first channels about? What did you like to do on those channels?
Skits. Like I would write like comedy skits or something like that. Uh, it's probably like my first memories of what I think it was maybe like I was probably younger than you when I was doing it. Like I was like grade 6 or something like that. And there's this app you probably wouldn't know it. It's a little before your time called Windows Movie Maker. Maybe, yeah, no, the shittiest editing app you could ever ask for. It was the but like I grow up and like most people say like this is like the YouTube era of
Mm-hmm.
generation of kids. I grew up in the era too because I'm also like Gen Z, but I was born before YouTube was created. That's also the thing too. So like I got to see like the very first starts of YouTube, like the very very first YouTubers, and like all of the editing was so crap. It was so bad, but there was um like a charm to it. There was something that was special about it. Like those
Mm-hmm.
first YouTubers who were using like Windows Movie Maker and stuff like that, like they all had that like that part that was so cool because they were doing something that was like never done before. And I used to watch all those guys like Smosh, like Nigahiga, like Ray William Johnson. I don't know if like I know Nigahiga's retired now, but like Smosh is still around, Ray's still around. There's a few other people that like way back in the day, Epic Mealtime. These are all like I'm showing my age here. A lot of older names, but like um I used to watch these guys and go like, damn, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like I want to do what they're doing. It looks like fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like the money thing wasn't something that crossed my mind when I was a kid. I was like, this just looks fun. It looks cool. And that's not even counting like the people who did covers or the people who did like stuff that was what's what I'm looking for here? Like stuff that was different than just comedy. Because YouTube now is like a whole source of like if I asked you what do people post on YouTube, you wouldn't even know how to answer that. It's
Bro, you
everything.
you couldn't. Yeah, literally anything.
And content has become so expensive that like it's not one definitive thing. But back in the day, it was like, oh, here's a funny cat clip. Here's Charlie bit my finger. Here's the annoying orange. Like that
Mm-hmm.
was what was like it was like the typical thing. But then YouTube expanded into like brand deals and interviews and journalism and news outlets and trailers and marketing and everything. Like social media is a part of our world in one of the most prominent ways possible. That
Mm-hmm.
like it's almost a privilege to grow up in the generation that we do because we have access to all of this. A lot of people will look at social media and say, "Man, we've gone too far. Man, this shit is like not okay. It's ruining the kids." I take the opposite direction of that. I think it's meant to go further. I think this can solve while it may create problems. I think it can solve a lot of problems in our world. Just a lot of people only like to focus on the negative.
Mm. Oh, that was nice. Okay, you kind of cooked with that one, Frisk. I'm gonna be honest, because we've talked about it on this podcast before. Like, is it bad if kids do get into social media early, or is it a good thing? And there definitely is two different sides to that. Like, they could see bad stuff that they definitely shouldn't be um, introduced to early, but they can also learn a lot. Like, bro, YouTube. Literally, people call YouTube University because like if you need to go learn something, if I need to go and build a PC, how did I build both my PCs this year? I looked on YouTube, bro. I watched a tutorial video and I put it all together, and then boom, I know that. How did I build my chair? Actually, I'm not that stupid. I know how to build a chair. That was just that's a joke. That's a joke, guys. I actually did know how to build my chair, but yeah, you know what I mean. But bro, you can literally learn a lot of stuff off YouTube, so it's pretty dope.
I couldn't agree more. And like, there's all these data hubs and all these sorts of things that have made life so much easier thanks to social media. And for what it's worth, like to your question before about like what age is too young, there is an age that's too young. Like I'm not having kids anytime soon. I'm not there yet. But like if I were to have kids, like what age would I allow them to be on social media? I don't know, to be honest. Like I actually don't have an answer for that. But ideally, I would wait for as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is what I would say. Like I don't know if I'd want them to be like 7 years old on TikTok. but
No, you don't want
I
them to be
also,
an iPad kid, bro. Holy cow. I hate you iPad kids. This is go, yo, you guys are my ops. No, I'm joking,
but in the same vein as well too, like it also there's also a way to train your kids and educate your kids to have a profession in like a social media industry
mm-hmm.
at a young age. Like I said, I don't know what it would take to parent a kid like that, but it's something that I consider 100%. I think that there is, a lot of promise in like raising the next generation to realize, hey, there is promise in this. There is ways to be creative. That's what I love most about all of this is the creativity.
Yeah.
I think it's something that we strive for a lot, like a lot, a lot.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, bro, my little sister, she's not 9, maybe something like that. Yo, that looks bad on me. That looks really bad. That looks really bad, Chad.
That's hilarious. No, I'm the same way. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny.
Something like 9, somewhere around that. She's low, but nah, she's like talked to me ever since she learned that I was, I know how to do all this stuff. I know how to, go on YouTube, post stuff. And she's always been really creative. And she started asking me like, oh, how can I become a YouTuber? I'm like, yo, just wait a little bit. I'll teach you like when you're older. Because my brother did me the same way. He was a streamer. He was on a bunch of COD sniping teams when I was little. I would come in the room and then actually this room exactly. And bro, there's a boundary that you can't cross because, you can't be coming into the camera. You don't want to be introduced too young. But yeah, I told her like, you just stay across this line and then when you're older, I'll show you all this. I can teach you, and then you can start up. But I think it's so dope when kids, they're able to show themselves. They're not scared to, be looked at weird. And that's the best thing about being a little kid, in my opinion. Like, no one's scared to, no one scares you to be yourself. And we talked about this last podcast with Hannah. You just got to be yourself. And when you're yourself, you're usually your happiest. So,
They are unapologetically themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, like, the older I get, I try to like look back on that childhood innocence and think to myself, like, is there like what can we learn from that? What can we take from that? And there's actually a lot, to be honest. Like there is a lot that we can grasp from it, which is really interesting to me, really cool, and it's nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess and like we said, what is the limits? What is the bounds for someone like wanting to grow up and adapt to this? It all comes with understanding. Like obviously, some people mature earlier than others and that sort of thing. But I don't want to censor younger people from potentially pursuing something that is so fortuitous, such as content creation.
Yes, for sure. Bro, did you ever think that you would actually have a career in content creation?
I mean, kind of. Like, not like this.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not, I didn't picture it looking like this at all. Um, so I went to school for acting. That's what I studied in college. It is something I don't use today, or I guess I do use it technically, but like, film is one of my greatest passions in life. I love movies, and like these days, a lot of people can't sit through a movie without checking their phones, and I'm kind of guilty of that too. But like,
Yeah.
I love cinema. I love movies. They are like something that I feel so passionately about, and so I knew how to edit already from when I was younger, and I was also like spending a lot of my time writing, but like I used to make short films all the time with my friends, and like I learned how to direct. I loved being in front of a camera. I still love being in front of a camera, acting, talking, like performing. It's something like I always said, like entertainment intrigued me a lot. And so I guess when I went to school for acting, I knew that I wanted to be doing something that involved performing.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't expect it to look like this. Doing Web3 content, like working with companies to advertise and that sort of thing. I always thought I'd be like, oh, in a play or like portraying a character in a movie. And for what it's worth, maybe that would have happened. I graduated right when COVID started, so it just ruined my chances.
Yeah.
It really, really killed my odds. But I also think everything happens for a reason because I could have turned into like the starving artist, whereas now I'm in a position where I'm making a living doing what I do, and I'm happy. I'm performing. Is it everything that I want? Not quite, but it's close enough to the point where I'm content. And it's a beautiful thing that I think about every day where I'm like, damn, I'm really glad that I made it this far. Because
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Okay. Bro, that's a vibe, man. I feel like you have to be kind of, going back to did you think that you were gonna, be a content creator for a living? I feel like you do kind of have to be a little bit delusional. I've heard a bunch of big content creators say this before, but you gotta have to be like delusional and think that you can, not even just content creation, but your dreams, bro. Like if you want to go, say you wanted to be an astronaut, say you want to be one of those kids now, you wanted to be an astronaut, you do have to be kind of delusional. You have to work hard, and bro, you can do it. But yeah. Also, shoot, what was I gonna say? Hold on. COVID, maybe, bro. When COVID happened, I was like sixth grade playing Fortnite every day. Man, I was a Fortnite goat, man, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I would get on Zoom real quick, and I'll be like, hey, we got off at 7. Then I played Fortnite Arena all day, bro. I was a goat. I'm gonna be honest, man. But
Man, what a time to go through a pandemic, like at your age. Like you have like all this time in the day. You get to play Fortnite with your friends and stuff. Like
yeah,
that's
that
just
that
fun.
in
That's fun.
2K, that in 2K was my day pretty much. That was such a
Man,
vibe. That was so cool, man. But man, bro, man, it's crazy. Like I love talking to other content creators because, bro, obviously I'm little right now, but bro, I think I can be, one of the best. I always want to be the best.
nothing should stop you from thinking that. Nothing
Exactly.
should stop.
I feel every time like I get into something, I want to be the best, obviously, because that's like what you got to go for, bro. Like that's just me. Like I just trying to go for the best, and I think it's so dope when you can, meet other people like you that have made it a little bit farther, and you guys have wisdom in that space, and you guys can obviously help. So it's pretty dope.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm gonna turn this into a bit of an interview for you, I guess. Like you've got a lot of you've got like I've got like maybe 10 years on you. What 15?
I'm 15 right now. Yeah.
Okay, I've got 10 years on you, which is like it's weird because even amongst my friends, I'm the young one still, which is hilarious. Like most of my friends in space, they're like 30s, they've got or like late 20s,
Yeah.
they've got kids and stuff, and like so I'm used to being the youngest one of my friends
Hey,
versus
welcome to it, man.
I mean, dude, and then I talk to you who I've got a whole decade on, and like, man, I can't stress enough. I went through so much, as I'm sure you will too,
Mm-hmm.
from your age to my age now, and even being here is a blessing because I know people my age who still don't have it figured out, and that's okay. Like you may wake up tomorrow and go, "Yo, this Web3 thing sucks. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm taking all my airdrops. I'm throwing it USDC. I'm gonna go buy some V-Bucks." Like that might be your move. Maybe that's what you want. But
Maybe, man.
but I don't do that for the record. I don't recommend that. But so this is the thing, I guess. When you say you want to do content creation, is Web3 the kind of topics you like to cover, or is this like a stepping stone for you because you feel like it's something you understand and you kind of
Ooh.
want to transition to something else? Because this is something I think about a lot. I mentioned before my passion for movies. Gun to my head, I'm not gonna front here. I'm not gonna lie. If someone offered me, let's say like pretty much what I'm making right now as a content creator, except instead of doing Web3 content, to do content about film,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even hesitate. I would transition in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
In an instant, I would do it because it's what I love. It's what I love so much. Not that I hate Web3. I really enjoy Web3. I love it. I think it's so interesting. And so I guess for someone like you, being in
Ooh,
Web3, doing content in Web3, is there anything else you kind of would want to transition into, or like
bro.
even with what you're studying, with what you're going to college for, that sort of thing? Like, and this is a big question, so take your time with it. But
No,
like,
we are 100% honest here. I'm just speaking off the head, bro. I'm speaking off the dome today. So, bro, say I had to give up everything here, and someone's paying me enough, a good living income every month to go like play games, stream. If I could stream like literally every day and make enough money to just support myself every month, I would. I would do that in a heartbeat, bro. But like, say I'm not. Like, say I'm making half as much like as I could be, or as I should be, I guess. I'm glad to stay here, man. Like, I love Web3 so much. I've met so many cool people here, and it's amazing. Like people that I would have never talked to, I've met here because of Web3 and NFTs and these coins. Like it's super dope. So I don't know. Like I obviously days I'm like, oh yeah, I would love to just go to gaming. Obviously some days I'm like, oh yeah, I hate gaming and I just need to go to Web3. So I don't know.
and it's funny you mentioned like the opportunities that come with like meeting people in Web3 because you're not going to get that anywhere else.
Mm-mm.
Um, God, this is funny. I shouldn't air this out, but also it's fine, I guess. So my sister just graduated college. She just got her undergrad. Don't ask what in. I have no idea. I don't know what it is with brothers and sisters, knowing nothing about them, but like I just have no idea, like no idea. It's health science, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. And she's now in the position where she's like, all right, time to find a job. And she's going through the process of like, oh, I gotta get a resume together. I gotta go on like LinkedIn. I gotta start sending out job applications and stuff like that. And I'm very privileged because I'm now in a position in Web3 where I don't need a resume anymore.
Mm-hmm.
At least, or like, I haven't needed a resume for like pretty much any gig I've gotten in the past year. I've just like talked to people. A lot of the time, if I want to work with a company, I go directly to the CEO.
Yeah.
My mom has been a financial advisor with the same company for 20 years. She's met her CEO maybe once or twice. Like that's just the thing with Web3 is that it is such a tight knit circle. The opportunities that you can get by being social, by interacting with the right people. Like take someone like Vibu, for example, that you said you're going to interview, who runs one of the biggest dApps on Solana. Where are you going to get that anywhere else?
True.
In gaming, movie. Where are you going? Imagine if you wanted to go try and like interview someone like Mr. Beast. You know how hard it'd be to get him on the phone. You know how hard it would be, let alone to even like convince you to do it. Just to get in contact with him. Versus here, you have some of the top creators, the top builders in the space, who granted aren't on Mr. Beast level. We obviously recognize that.
Easy Eats
But you can
Bodega.
talk like and Easy would do this, by the way. Easy would happily do this.
Easy. By the way, he faded my DM, but that's okay.
I said nothing, but Easy's one of the best people to talk to. He has a great journey in regards, and he hates when I say this, but I'm gonna say it. I work with Easy. Yeah, I'm sure you
Yeah.
know this. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I've worked with him for 2-ish years now. Like, he changed my life. He genuinely changed my life. Like 100%. I would not be where I am today without Easy. I owe so much to him. But like, there are tons of people in this space who have platforms, who have these opportunities that like you have the network to get to. I genuinely don't think there's anywhere that you could do that isn't Web3. 100%. Like, I genuinely
True.
don't.
Yes, 100%, bro. Like, there's some people that follow me, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I hate saying this. No, I don't. But nah, when people at school, they're like, oh, who's one of like your favorite followers? Hasbula. I'm gonna be honest, man, bro. I like to flex the Hasbula follow every
You
day.
have a husband to follow? No, no
Yes,
way. That's hilarious.
I was the first 200 followers. I just want to put that one out there. But nah, bro, like when people ask, I'm like, Hasbula, because that's someone that everyone knows. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there's,
she's well known.
but bro, there's like, I've met some of my best friends here, literally my best friends. Like, I have more friends in Web3 than I do at school. Bro, at school I'm known, but I don't have friends. You know what I mean? I have acquaintances. Isn't that the word? But
No, that's the term. You got it.
I
You
don't
nailed
like
it.
oh yeah, big words by the way. But bro, I don't like
Like,
people at school. Dang. If people are watching this, I'm sorry, but I don't like you.
he's fading y'all. He's fading y'all.
Yeah, I'm fading you guys hard. Like there's like 3 people I like at school max. But bro, I meet cool people here every day. Every day. So yeah, I don't know. I love it here.
And that's so good to see. Like, I mean, for someone like me, I have like most of my friends in Web3 as well too, but also like I don't get those opportunities to meet more people these days anymore. Like, it just doesn't happen as often.
Yeah.
I'm not in college anymore. I'm not in high school. I work in Web3. I leave my house maybe like 2, 3 times a week.
That's the
Tops.
realest thing I've heard today. Holy cow.
It's not healthy. Don't do that. Chat, don't do that, okay? Be better than me. But and so like it's funny that like, you found more genuine people online than you have in, your real life. It's also ironic because I feel like we've been trained to not what's the term again? Stranger danger.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
stranger danger.
I talked to random people online, and dude, even when I was like 22, I was going to my first event. My parents were so scared letting me go. So I'm
Yeah.
like, "Hey, mom, I met these guys online, and they're gonna let me crash on their couch, and I'm gonna go to Miami." And she's like,
Mhm.
"No,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Please," and she was like, "Okay, fine, just don't be stupid."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm always stupid, mom." But that's the point. Like, I literally have people in this space that I would call family, the same way that I'm sure you have, you
Mhm.
do too. Like, there is no amount of replaceability that I could get for a lot of the people that I've come to know. They're no longer acquaintances. Some of these people I've never even met before, which is what's crazy. I have friends who like have meant so much to me I've never met in person.
Bro, I've never went to an IRL event yet. Like, bro, there's so
Oh,
many people
crazy.
that are so dope that like, bro, I feel like I would do anything for them and they would do anything for me. And bro, I still haven't met them in person, which is crazy. But hopefully hoping to make it to an IRL event soon. Hoping.
I think you can do it.
Oh yeah.
That's probably is the best one. If not, I guess NFT NYC is close to you too. But
And
also,
it's
it's hard
yeah,
when
I
you're
could
not
just ride
21.
the train.
Fair, fair. It's hard when you're not 21 though, so I get it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like waiting. It's either that or 18. I'm like, and I have to like have a I can't drive yet. So it's like
Oh, word. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like, bro, like I could have went down this weekend to not this weekend, this coming weekend to Baltimore for the Killer Threes game. I got asked if I wanted to come down.
Oh, that's so sick. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't go down. Yeah, I love life. No one can drive, so you know it happens. It happens. But soon next year I can get my license, baby. Woo!
That's a huge flex.
But yeah,
That's a huge flex.
that's pretty dope. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to just go places. And now, speaking of content, bro, I just got something in today. I got some new mics in, and then I got my tripod thing that I wanted to start doing some IRL streams and vlog stuff with. So I'm pretty hyped about that too. So, bro, I don't know. My mind just thinks of content all the time. It's really weird.
It's a good mindset to have. Like, people are wired like that where like, oh hey, I can make something out of this. I can
Mm-hmm.
I can take that and I can post it. It's I mean, there's full fucking careers for it, man. Like there is
Yeah.
jobs and shit that you can create and you can like build for yourself simply by having the knowledge for it.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge thing and like not something that you can underestimate, to be honest. So when you have that mindset, like feed into it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it over and over and over. Like hell, it's what got me to where I am. I worked for free for so long in Web3 until eventually some people recognized me and they're like, hey, we like what you do. We want to pay you for your work. Like that's all
Yeah.
it took.
That's
Like, just
just started happening. Like in the last 2 weeks, that just started happening. It's cool. Like, bro, that feeling when you start actually like not making progress, but bro, like when you start seeing people recognize you, it helps a lot. I'm gonna be honest, it helps a lot when you start making a little bag. It's super cool.
yeah. Exposure is a currency in and of itself. It goes a long way. It's
Hmm.
such a long way.
Yeah, but bro, yeah, it's pretty cool. We're both gonna go to the top. I'm gonna be honest, bro. We're both going to the top. So yeah, bro, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Let me pull up the questions because, you know, by the way, chat, if you are right here right now, make sure you're following Frisk. I almost just forgot your name, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That was almost embarrassing. Frisk.
That's okay.
Um, I
It's a
was
strange name.
yeah, that's embarrassing. That was pretty bad, man. Holy cow, my bad.
I'll forgive you this
Yikes.
time. Only this one time I'll forgive you.
What's his at? Zero X Frisk
On Twitter.
on Twitter. Yeah, X. Yeah, Frisk is my follow flex. W Halloween. But you know,
Halloween. It's
yeah,
goated.
Halloween's the goat, man. Okay,
Yeah.
but let's keep it going, man. What's where could we go from? How about we go to this question? Who inspires you, Frisk? Who is someone that you look up to every day? It could be in content, it could be in Web3, it could just be in life in general.
Like so many people. I like so many people inspire me. Like it's not one. I don't have one idol figure. I have like endless amounts of people who I look up to continually. Um, Most notably my parents. I think like that's the easy answer. I would say like
Mm-hmm.
I come from an immigrant family. Like it's not easy coming to like another country and building a name for yourself. My parents beat the odds and not only built a life for themselves, but built a life for myself and my siblings as well too, and like continually support and like. So I grew up doing martial arts,
Mm-hmm.
and like my parents actually now we own a dojo. Like the family we
Oh,
own like yeah. So it's one of our like my parents are entrepreneurs. It's one of their businesses. It's their most passionate one.
that's a
I haven't.
W.
It is now, and to really emphasize it, like I've had a few people in this space like DM me privately and tell me like, "Hey, Frisk, like some of your calls changed my life. Like, dude, I wouldn't be like here without your alpha." That shit means so much to me,
Mm-hmm.
so much. Knowing that like the things I say or the things I post about, can actually help people get to where they want to be. But like my parents, working with kids, working with people who do martial arts, I know the way that martial arts changed my life and the hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 kids they've worked with over the past like 10, 15 years. That's that's real life changing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like to me, that will always be inspiring. That will
Yeah.
always be something that I look up to, time and time and time again. Like I aspire to be half as great as my parents one day. Genuinely, they are some of the hardest working, most dedicated people ever. And they every day I wake up, I literally think like, damn, I'm not working hard enough. It's the meme of the guy who was like, it was yeah, like there's so many memes I could pull up where it's like, bro, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in right now, bro. Like you're not locked in enough. That's me every day, and
Yes.
my parents are continual reminders of that, and I'm very grateful for them. Um,
W.
Easy is obviously an inspiration to me. I've worked in closely enough to know like that. I copy Easy a lot, to be honest. But I like to make it my own because Easy just does a lot of stuff right. Um, my old boss, Brian, founder of Liberty Square. I look up to him a lot. He's someone he is one of the hardest workers that I've ever met in my life. Um, and he and I are
Wait.
still really good friends, even though we don't work together.
That's where
And
I met you. That's one of the
yes,
places I met you. That
yeah,
makes wait, that just made sense. I
yeah.
forgot you worked wait. Okay, wait. That just put that the light bulb just went on. I'm gonna be honest.
Where did you think you knew me from?
Just Twitter. I'm gonna be honest. Bruh.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was just Twitter. Wait, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's good. Good connection, Carter. There we go. Now we're
good
good.
job, Carter.
W.
Yeah,
Okay.
Liberty was one of the first people to take a chance on me in the space,
W.
and I'm eternally grateful for what he did. He is genuinely one of the most hardworking people I've ever met. He's fantastic. Um, like there's an endless amount of like people I could name, but as far as it goes, like those are the ones that kind of mind. Like as far as it goes in like Web3 and stuff like that. Oh, Jakey. I'm gonna throw Jakey in there too. Like I don't talk to Jakey often, but that kid has like so much energy to him, and like a lot of people in this space make content, but like I love the way Jakey's is my favorite. The way
Mm-hmm.
that he does it, I want to be like if I had to model my content after someone in this space, it's Jakey. I love the way he works. I love the way he does his stuff. I want to be more like him. That's the kind
Yeah,
of shit that I want to do.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I love. Yeah, I love him. I think he's great.
Speaking of Jake, he said that we're gonna do a pod for like the last 2 months, 3 months now. So it is what it is. Nah, I
He's
love
hard to
Jake.
get a hold of.
I
He's
know
hard to get a hold of.
Jake
I'll
is
say
so
that.
cool. Nah, but it's funny. Just literally every time I talk to him, he goes like, it's probably like a weekly basis. He goes, "Yo, we're gonna run that pod soon." And it just never happens. So it's just so funny to me.
That's hilarious.
But
That's
bruh,
so funny.
he's so cool. Like he's genuinely so cool. And he's like taking on the role of just like he's just going. He's taking not taking the role of, but like he's just going with everything that he gets. On the timeline, like the whole when he was getting called cringe for the only possible on Solana thing or something. You know what I mean? When he was walking around, bro,
So
he was
funny.
just going with it, and it was so funny. Like I respected him so much for that. Like it's so funny.
He just knows how to work a camera. And like,
Mm-hmm.
fun story about Jakey. I used to watch his videos in high school,
Really?
and yeah, and then we met through like some Calendly call, and we're talking, and we ended up we found out that we grew up in the same hometown.
Really?
Yes, we're from the same city, and I'm like, dude, I used to watch you in high school. Like now, like I consider you a friend. Because
Yeah.
last year I actually did an interview with him and Solana Steve for Candy Machine, and I'm
W.
like, this is a weird full circle moment. Like I used to watch you, and now you're interviewing me. Like it's a weird phenomenon, but like that was one of the coolest things that's probably happened to me in Web3 is that like a creator that I used to watch in high school was interviewing me about my life.
Yeah.
That's a really crazy turn of events.
Yes.
But yeah,
Bro, it's super dope. Speaking of him, actually, I'm pretty sure he's working on bringing back Bell Studios. Wait, did I leak? No, I didn't leak. They tweeted that. Never mind. They tweeted that. Okay. Made sure I wasn't leaking there. Holy, I got scared for a second. Nah, but we're chilling. We're chilling, chat. But yeah, that's super dope. That's like, that's kind of crazy that like you didn't know that you guys were even in the same hometown because of, bro, like especially since you watched him. Like, I don't know, it's
I knew he was
crazy,
Canadian.
bro.
I didn't know where from though, but I knew he was Canadian.
Yeah, Canada,
Canada, Canada.
Canada. Every time I think of Canada, I think of like the South Park episodes, bruh. Oh my gosh,
Oh yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty much us 24/7.
bro. I love South
Uh,
Park so much, man. I bring up South Park so much on this podcast. I just really thought about it.
it's a hilarious show. They
Oh,
have
bro.
really good writers, like really good writing team.
Yes, bro. The whole Lizzo stuff recently, it's been killing me. It's been killing me,
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that when she got referenced in it. That was mad funny. They're quick
bro.
with it, dude. They're
Yes.
really quick with the way they produce shit.
Bro, and it's
Yeah.
super dope how they made it too, because like it's just simple shapes, so that's why they can push it out so quick. And bro, it's super cool.
No, couldn't agree more.
Oh, my mom's talking to my dog. That's why. Okay, but I heard different. I heard weird yelling. I was like, oh, it's her. But bro, okay. So usually we keep this for the end of the pod, but we're gonna just get it out the way now.
Let's jump into it. We're doing us.
Yeah.
We're doing what we want to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So actually, by the way, you have to get a good one of these. It's a quote of the day. Okay, you have to get a good one because we're doing awards at the end of this month for the best quotes of the month. So
It's hilarious. Okay.
yeah, there's no prizes, guys. We're not that rich. We're not that rich yet.
It's just clout.
We
Clout's
have
the prize.
we literally haven't got any sponsors yet. So when we get sponsors, maybe there'll be a prize, but not this month,
funny.
man. Not this month. Holy, I'm down bad. I'm in the trenches. But go ahead. What's the quote of the day?
Uh, hmm. I'm gonna steal this one. I saw this one on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. I feel like someone else probably would have said it already, if not. But if friends were a currency, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies.
Ooh, that one was tough. No one has actually said that. I thought you were gonna say that. Have you seen the one with the egg and the potato?
No, I've never heard of that. What is it?
Yeah, it's like the same water makes the egg hard and the potato
That
soft.
makes
So
potato soft.
yeah, yeah. So that was the one recently. But no, I haven't. That one was kind of tough. I like that. That's true though. Let's go deep. No, can we go deep? We could go deeper than that, bro. Man, bro, it's important to just have those couple friends, man. Like, bro, you can literally take over something with just a couple friends.
Yes. Like, I would not be where I am today without my friends. Point blank, period. There is no way around that.
Mhm.
100%. I
Bro.
literally, like, and when I think back on it, man, like, I came into a fucking space because I wanted to, like, tweet about crypto and stuff and
Mhm.
tweet and, like, enter, like, retweet giveaways and my thoughts. Ended up making friends on it. And all of us had the same goal: get rich.
Yeah.
What I didn't expect is we were going to help each other get rich and help each other get jobs and find and build experiences. How are you going to get that by being by yourself? And for what it's worth, I respect introverts. I consider myself introverted at times as well too.
Mhm.
But like having good friends around goes a long way, and you don't know when you have good friends around until like until you get to look back on it. Because people come, people go. I've had tons of people come and go in my life, but like the ones who stay around, even if they don't stay around forever, you know that you have had people who have changed your life in a way.
Mhm. Bro, for sure.
And so quality over quantity is really this simple way to put it, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Bro, it's important to have those friends that will tell you when you're wrong, like you can't get hurt when, one of your friends tells you, okay, well, one, there's a level to it. Don't be around like people that just slander you all the time. But when they do, there's a difference between good advice and then just trying to be, you can finish that. But yeah, like,
Dick.
yes, there you go. But when they are giving you that advice, bro, those people help you a lot. Like every time, after every podcast, I'll just say this here. After every podcast, I ask the guests, like, what do you think I should change? What was good about it, what was bad about it? Because, bro, you got to learn and fix the mistakes, and then that's how you become the best. And then there's also this quote, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's like one of my favorite quotes because bro, you gotta have friends. You know, with your friend when you're with your friends, bro, you can take over the world with just a couple friends. So do something with your friends, man.
I couldn't agree more.
Boom.
They're going to, they are the people that will shape you for your life, even if they aren't permanent. Like your friends will be a big part of your growth and a big part of your personality for a very long time.
Do you think that who you surround yourself with affects your life, like where you go in life, and
Yes.
if you work hard?
Some, uh, kind of. I mean, I have a few IRL, and it's funny. I was thinking about this the other day. So I have like not a ton of in real life friends. I keep saying IRL. Why do I say it like that? In real life friends that I still like keep in contact and talk to. But um, the thing that I guess I was always longing for my whole like life after high school, because I've always had great friends. I've never doubted. I mean, mostly had great friends. Went through a few
Yeah.
rough people. Um, None of them were ever entrepreneurial based, or they didn't have an entrepreneurial mindset, which is something that I always had, and I could never relate to anyone about it. And now I come into this space where people get it. Not only get it, but they can educate me on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is such a fulfilling feeling having people like that. And it's funny, I'm gonna relate this to another one of my friends as well too, who actually also works in Web3, um, as a dev, as a coder. I never was able to relate to him at all. He always would talk about it, and I never knew what the hell to say. It just didn't know. It never clicked.
Yeah.
But now he knows people like that, and it works for him because like, and it's never changed our friendship. But like sometimes it's nice to have friends who know what you do, and then can also help you with what you do.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's how you grow. It doesn't mean that you need to have friends who are always into the same things that you are, but I think that it can go a long way. Balance is the simple way to put it. Like, I like having friends who are into Web3. I like having friends who are into movies. I have a group of friends that we go to escape rooms together. I love
Ooh.
it. I love it. Oh, dude, I'm a huge escapist.
Bro, I went to one before. Bro, it was super fun. Super
They're
fun.
a ton of fun, dude. Like, so my friends and I, we have this thing. We've been going monthly for the past like 2 years.
Oh
It's a ton of.
shoot.
Oh yeah, no, I'm super addicted to them. I love doing escape rooms. It's a ton of fun. So yeah, matter of fact, actually, it's July very soon, so I'm very excited. We get to go again. But yeah,
W.
oh yeah, we don't take L's. We
Yeah.
don't take L's.
Bro, yeah. But yeah, bro, like there's not a lot of people in my school that well, actually there's no one in my school that I know of is in Web3, which is
Web3, yeah.
interesting. Yeah, but even content, bro, there's like max like 3 people in my whole school that are like actually like genuinely interested in growing their social following and their YouTube and all that. So I don't know, it's really hard to talk to those people at school. Like that's why I feel like I have a lot more friends here than at school because bro, really a lot of people are just locked in on the popularity of high school right now and sports. So that's about it. And it makes sense, bro. That's what a lot of kids are usually, that's the normal kid thing. But I wouldn't even say normal. I don't think normal is a good word to use. It's what every other kid, does. So I don't know.
It's the classic go-to like high school thing. You're good
Yeah.
at sports, you're good at academia. The creative side is always the thing I feel like that has struggled the most with being like considered a viable course of action for a career.
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't look at, dude. When I told my parents I wanted to go to acting, they nearly had a damn heart attack. Like, because it's not a profession that is like, you typically make money in, or like being an artist or being a musician, and content creation kind of falls into that.
Mm-hmm.
But the avenues with social media and tech that have opened up so much more now make it much more viable, which is what I think is so cool about it. Because there is a way for people to pursue the things they want when they put their head to it.
Yeah. And it all goes back to just putting in that work. If you are willing to learn and work every day, bro, you can achieve it. But if you don't, if you just show up once a week and you try, there's a good chance you're probably not gonna, it's not gonna work out. I'm just saying it won't. It might not work out because you never know. You can get lucky. Blah blah blah. But yeah, bro. I don't know. Is bro? I've loved this is like one of my favorite pods because we've been talking about content the whole time, bro. Like I feel like bro, I'm so sick.
I happily will talk about it over and over because like not only do I do content now, but I came from a creative background. Like it was
Mm,
the thing that I wanted to pursue for a long time, and like it's a very interesting dynamic shift being able to do this now.
yeah.
And so like I the thing I was gonna say is like the thing that I was told constantly in acting school, because it's no secret that like majority of the people who pursue acting don't make it. Or
Mm-hmm.
like they don't make it to the extent they want to make it at least. The thing that like I realized because I had to outwork a lot of my friends, like I was not the best actor in my class by any means, but I worked my dick off.
Yeah.
I worked so damn hard every class, like and like no one could deny that. And like was and like I knew maybe if I wasn't the best, I was getting better time and time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
Thing that was so important, and a lot of teachers continually drill this into our heads and told me this as we're in school, was if you want to succeed in acting, you need to be talented, punctual, dedicated. Fucking go through the sleepless nights. You got to be fierce, unapologetic, and just continually work on your craft. And once you've done all of that, then you have to get lucky. That's just the
Oh.
reality. Yes. And I really feel like Web3 is a lot like that too. Especially trading shitcoins. Like you can be the best trader in the world. You will not hit 100 for 100 on shitcoins. You will not. I don't care what anyone says. You will always have losses in there. Maybe some better than others. But it's very similar for content. You could be the best editor, content creator ever. And like that was something I struggled with a while ago where I was like, my edits are good. I'm doing better than a lot of these people. What am I missing? What am I not doing right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reality was just that I wasn't consistent enough and I wasn't getting enough exposure. That was the two things that I really struggled with. And now I'm doing better now, but still tons of area for improvement. The
Yeah.
point is, even if I wouldn't have gotten to where I was today without people like Liberty, without people like Easy, without people who had taken a chance on me and given me jobs to stay afloat. Because without that, I wouldn't be able to do what it is that I'm doing today. And that's the thing. A lot of that happened due to luck. I was just at the right place at the right time. I met Easy through a cold DM. I met Liberty on Twitter Spaces. Like, that's just what it came down to. There was no reason that any of us had to meet. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
introduced by a friend to say, hey, this person would be great for a job. It was like, no, we just happened to cross paths. And that's just destiny. But the fact that I was working hard was already there. My luck was meeting people who could provide me those opportunities. And that's what I would say to anyone listening, or even to Carter, so like to you. Continually working and continually dedicating your time is the standard. Just because you do that does not mean you're entitled to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You have to continually do that and not give up. And then once you've gotten that down pat and you haven't slowed down, then you got to get lucky. How do you control that? You don't. It's a leap of faith.
Mm. Oh, okay, man. Okay, wait, that was okay. You cooked with that one, Frisk. I'm gonna be honest. That was a good one. I like
That's kind of dramatic, wasn't it?
that was
Yeah.
a good clip that one, Chad. That was a good one right there. So
Chat, clip that shit, chat.
clip that. That was good. That one that was good. Um, but yeah, man, holy cow, you cooked with that, bro. And bro, I tell people this all the time too. Like, if you show up every day, you or okay, if you don't show up every day, you might miss that one day that you get lucky. You never know which day you're gonna get lucky. So if you miss that day, bro, you might never get it again. So show up every day, and you're more like not more likely, but you have a better chance of getting lucky that day. So bro, hey, get to it, man. Show up every day. But yeah, bro, it's super man. So how about for people that are wanting to get into content creation? They're thinking about this. They've been thinking about it for a little bit. What's your advice for people trying to get into content creation?
It's such a cliche answer, but it's genuinely like the only thing I can say. Hit that post button.
Mm-hmm.
Stop overthinking it. Just hit the post button. I don't care if it's cringe. I don't care if it's shitty. I don't care if it's not the kind of thing that you think you'll be proud of down the line. Post it and then figure out how to do better. Mr. Beast talks about this all the time. He's like, your first video is going to suck. No ifs, ands, or buts. It is going to suck. You got to go do 100 videos, and then maybe on the 100th one, you might have something good to work with.
Yeah.
Then you can take that and start running with it. Like, there is no reason at all that you should be like worried about like little editing cuts or stuff like that. And I'm a bit privileged just now. I now have like a team of editors and like people who help me write scripts and stuff like that. So it goes a long way. But like when I was starting out, I made a lot of mistakes. And I look back at my old videos and I go, damn, I wish I had like done something different here. But in the end, it doesn't matter now. What matters is getting the experience. It's what I told you. Continual practice, like for editing, for acting, for writing, for talking to a camera. It's like a muscle. It's like going to the gym.
Yeah.
No one like just because you go to the gym every day for a year doesn't mean you're going to be buff for the rest of your life. Like it means, sorry about the dogs. It means that you're gonna be, yeah. It means that you're gonna like know how to train, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay consistent. It's literally like training a muscle. That's all it is. It's a creative muscle. The same thing that comes with like writing, with acting, all of it. You have to be consistent. That's all content is about, is consistency. So like I said, in short, hit that post button. If it's a tweet, if it's a TikTok, even if it's cringe, who cares? Because eventually it won't be. But if you stop, then yeah, it's always going to be cringe.
Man, okay, that's always my advice too, man. Like, you can't worry about what other people think about your content at first. Like, don't be scared of like, okay, so I just think of like kids my age. That's why I do all this, bro. Like, I grind every day because when I do make it, and I know I'm gonna make it, when I do make it, I just want to, show those kids that, bro, you can do anything that you put your mind to, and it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter what you look like, bro. You can do anything. So just take that risk, and just post. Like you said, bro. That's all you can do at first, bro. That's all you can do, and then you just keep building on that. You get better every day, or every video, I should say. Frisk, we're coming up on an hour, man. Holy cow! 10 seconds to an hour. So we'll start wrapping it up here, bro.
That really flew by.
It did, bro. Nah, I hope you've been having fun, bro. I hope you've been having fun.
Great. I can do this for 2 more hours. Let's keep going.
Oh shoot. Okay. Wait. Okay. I got something at 8, bro.
All right. Go ahead. Shoot.
Okay. So I got like a couple more questions that we can wrap it up. How do you? How should creators go about getting collabs? How do they reach out? Should they just cold DM? Should they wait until people come to them? What's your advice?
That is a great question because I don't know the answer to it.
Ooh.
Because when I get approached, I ignore most of my DMs, partially mistakenly, partially purposefully, because a lot of them look like shit. But in the same vein as well too, I also believe in like shooting your shot and just trying. The best thing I could recommend is, and there's a balance to this, is leverage your network. Like, whoever you know. So, like, Carter, if you wanted to get in contact with someone who, I don't know, is really popular in the space, like let's say Anatoly. If you want to get Anatoly on the podcast, you might go to Vibhu and say, hey, dude, would be huge, mean a lot to me if you could, like, connect me with Anatoly. That being said, you don't want to be constantly calling in favors from people because then you look like a leech. So find that balance. Like, leverage your network, leverage the people that you have around, especially if they're your friends, because friends will help friends because that's what they do.
Yes.
But don't be a leech. There's a balance to it.
For sure. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Bro, I dropped that quote in class the one day in math class because I missed one. I missed a question, and the whole class laughed. Just want to say that, and then I was like, 100%. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But bro, that goes with anything. Also, by the way, wait, did I get lucky? Like, you responded to my DM pretty quick. By the way,
I was following you already. I think that was the difference.
Ooh.
Yeah. If I'm following you already, there's a good to likely chance I'll answer your DMs. If I'm not following you, you're probably screwed. I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes I check, sometimes, and sometimes it works out, and I've had some really great luck with answering DMs from some people that, like, I'm an ambassador for Mintify right now. They were a cold DM, and like I'm really glad I answered them too because they've been one of the best people that I've had the chance to work with.
Yeah.
But like for every one Mintify, there's like 99 like shitcoin rugs.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Yeah.
it's really just persistence.
For sure. Um, Next question. I got two more. Also, congrats
Go
on
ahead.
20K, by the way. I just thought about that. Congrats on 20K.
Thank you.
Um,
Did that yesterday.
what's been one of the biggest lessons that you've learned, A, in content creation, and B, in life in general?
There was 1,000 answers I could give here.
Mm-hmm.
Like a thousand answers. Um,
Mm. W question.
it's a big question because, so for context, I had a really rough 2023. It was a bad year for me. It was just a really bad year, and I'm very grateful to say 2024 has been, to this point, one of the best years of my life already. So very drastic change. And I'm trying to think like in 2023, like what advice would I give to myself if I could go back in time? Like that's what I'm trying to like think about
Yeah,
now.
bro, that's exactly
Like
how I think too, bro. 2022 was interesting.
yeah.
I'm lucky. I'm gonna say that. So, yeah, bro.
Um, I guess I would say like something along the lines of like it's not over till it's over. I know that's really cliche and it's really corny, but there were so many times where I felt defeated and I felt like I had like lost everything. And all it took was like one spark of something to trigger a domino effect for things to start moving and
Mm-hmm.
for me to get inspired or invigorated to do something else or to try something else that ends up leading to something great. It took time, a lot of time, but it worked. And so like even when you're at your wits end, it's never actually over until it's over.
I like that, bro. That's exactly what I would go back and tell myself too. So I respect that one. That was like a really good one, man. Um, and then the last question, bro. Where do you see yourself in? Let's say 5 years. Where do you see Frisk in 5 years?
In 5 years, I will be 30.
Dang, you
So
getting old, boy. Holy cow.
all right, Gen Alpha. Let's take the skibbity down a
Actually,
bit.
actually, I'm Gen Z, my boy.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'm Gen Z. I hit the last year on Gen Z.
Oh, you're on nine.
2009,
Okay,
baby.
word. Okay, that's funny.
Don't ever
Damn.
disrespect me like that ever again, man. Holy cow, bro.
I
Don't
mean,
ever
I
don't
thought
ever
I was a
link me in
millennial.
there, bro. Don't ever link me in there. Okay.
That's hilarious. I thought I was a millennial for the longest time because I'm born in 1999,
Oh,
which
that's
you would
when
think
that
that would
that's when my
count.
brother was born.
Oh, funny.
Yeah,
So you would think that's a millennial because it spans millennia, but apparently not.
yeah,
So
he says he hates it being a Gen Z. He's like, "Bro, I wish I could just be born like 1 year earlier and then I wouldn't be, linked in with you
years.
guys."
I genuinely could care less. Like I think it's all the same shit. Um, where do I see myself in 5 years? It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't expect to be here 3 years ago
Ooh.
or even 2 years ago, and I used to think I knew exactly where I was going to be in 10 years. I knew exactly where I was going to be in 1 year, and for the first time in my life, I'm actually content not knowing. I think I'm actually fine with it. I don't have to have it planned out, and I actually like the surprises more. If I had to guess, though, for the sake of the question and for the sake of like playing into this, where do I see myself? Hopefully, a lot more relaxed. I'm a
Mhm.
pretty high strung person. I'm constantly on the go. I'm constantly doing stuff. I want to be able to like take a step back just a bit. Maybe still be doing content. Maybe be back in film, um, but like a lot less all over the place. If that makes sense, like a lot less of
Yeah.
yeah.
It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot being a content creator, especially your size, man. Like if it's a lot now, actually I don't think it's a lot now. It's a good amount. But bro, I know it's going to ramp up. It's starting to ramp up, but bro, I can only imagine what it's like, for you. So, every day is busy. I can tell. I can tell from just that. So, Frisk, I appreciate you, dog. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. We'll wrap it up here. Bro, I
So
appreciate you. I appreciate everyone watching. We have 110 viewers right now. Pretty dope. W.
we take that.
Yeah, bro, I'm happy with 110. I'm happy with 110. So I appreciate everyone watching. If you're watching on YouTube right now, thanks for making it to the end. Holy cow. Um, Frisk links will be down in the description. I can't say that. It takes me. I have to like slow my brain
Frisk
down.
Links. That's a tongue turner. That's definitely a tongue twister.
In the description. There we go. Links in the. Okay, wait. Links in the description. There we go. Make sure you check them out. Yo, Frisk, do you host any like shows, daily shows? Do you host any spaces? Where can people, find you?
Twitter is the easiest way. Just zero x Frisk on Twitter is like if you want to stay up to date with what it is that I do. But if you're curious, I do co-host GM Market Talk with Easy. That is every weekday at 8 a.m. EST. I host my own show every Saturday, so that's once a week, at 12 p.m. EST. I do video content as well. That's just whenever I can. And then I actually am trying to start a weekly live stream every Tuesday, but that's not confirmed yet. But long story short, just keep an eye on the Twitter. That's the simple way to put it. But
W.
yeah.
So make sure you go follow him on Twitter, and I'll be live in 30 minutes for you guys on X and Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube, we're back Friday with Vivu on the podcast. That's leaked. 2 p.m. EST. I'll see you there. So I appreciate you, and we out. We out.